Greyman! 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 Holy YouTube video, Greyman!
Greymaniacs gather! Hi there! Going through these today. This is rather a lot of Hawkman. Went from 2002 to 2007. So for about, let's open this curtain actually. I think I'll get a bit of natural light in here. I could have maybe done this without the overhead light on. With less glare. Sorry about that, not prepared. There you go, yeah, less glare. Natural light is better. There we go, number one. Pretty cool cover. Number two. Is that the Shadow Thief behind him? That Shadow Thief, he gets into he gets into every run of Hawkman, I think. He's one of his most classic villain, really. And Gentleman Ghost and Lion Mane. They're the main three that I can think of, and he's got a couple of there's a villain from Thanagar, but he hasn't got a really memorable name or something like, I don't know, some kind of alien name, but I can't remember it. I'm sure he's been around a few times anyway, this guy. But he's a guy that they originally went to Earth to try and hunt down, I think he came back a few times, sure, but I could be wrong. Last one with Green Arrow there, slings and arrows. They've always been like kind of loggerheads of each other. With Green Arrow being like the liberal kind of new agey kind of, I don't know what you call it, but yeah, liberal probably is the right word, and Hal being a cop from another planet with a rather, there you go. Oh, they seem to have had a disagreement of some sort. A difference of opinion seems to have been broached on that cover. There you go. Looks like he's gone back in time there. Oh, this could be a tale of previous lives, because in this one they sort of said in this one that I can't remember if originally it was always supposed to be that Hawkman was and Hawkwoman were always being reincarnated and finding each other in every single reincarnation and loving each other in each incarnation. Don't know if it was always the story, but it's definitely mentioned in this one. I think it's more, and they've also got an enemy who originally killed them back in ancient Egypt, who was following them through basically. I think he killed them in every single one of their incarnations. I think it was what was being said. I can't remember now. Hawkman and Atom. Of course, if you watch my most recent videos, you'll see my Atom run, and you'll see that Hawkman and Atom shared a comic together for a while. When Hawkman's own title went in the Silver Age, he joined up with Atom in his own comic. Not something you see very often. Certainly not nowadays. Hawkman and Dr. Fate. I think the idea is now that in one of his previous incarnations, him and Dr. Fate were teammates on the Justice Society of America. But I'm not too sure what the score is now with with Hawkman and the JSA and his different incarnations. It's all he's one of those characters which is hard to fathom, especially when you bring in the Silver Age alien storyline into it. Very unique and strange idea. Whoever come up with the idea that these aliens from the planet Thanagar should so favour human medieval weaponry. Great covers though. Look at these lovely, beautiful. There you go. There's loggerheads. Right then, and this is the one in the Hawkman. This is no longer his wife, his original wife, Sierra. This is Kendra Saunders, I think her name is, and she's a reincarnation without realising it somehow. I think it's retcon maybe so that he hasn't been with Sheriff for a while. I don't know when she disappeared off the blinking radar, and was no, and like, so he's convinced that Kendra Saunders is the reincarnation of his wife, who's they've been lovers through the centuries. But and obviously he loves, he sees the spirit in her that he's always loved, and trouble is she doesn't see that or feel that. She doesn't have any recollection of past lives, and she doesn't feel that way towards Hawkman. And so it's really kind of like unrequited love. She's like, I'm not sure, she's quite creeped out by him, but obviously it's a very weird situation. Someone believes that you're their lover from many centuries, past lives, and you're just like, who's this weird guy who flies around with his chest bare-chested? Yeah. So it was a kind of interesting take. Kind of felt sorry for Hawkman, of course. Wouldn't you, if you loved someone for so long and you saw them there, but they weren't them? He was. It wasn't like he was being super creepy about it, but it was just like, yeah, oh wow, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of harsh. I think later on down the line she ends up falling for him, but don't quote me on that. Because who knows what happens with comic books. I know in the TV show they decided that she was with... In fact, in the TV show, Hawkman was not even really considered in the cartoon shows. He just comes at one point and he gives you the story about, oh, you are my lover from centuries, blah, blah, blah. Gave him the whole spiel about the Hawkman thing, but he wasn't really... She was, no, I'm from Thanagar. I'm from an alien from Thanagar kind of thing. Yeah, really... Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. Words are hard. Oh, that's a rather brutal one. Yeah, because in the comics, her and John Stewart are an item quite a lot. Well, even that was a bit of a. Yeah, I seem to recall that John Stewart was either with Vixen or with Hawkwoman, and there was a little bit of a. I'm not sure there was any going shenanigans behind each other's back, but there was a little bit of tension. I seem to recall after one relationship ended, and but yeah. Of course, he was unlucky as well when he had John Stewart, because his beloved was Katma too, wasn't it? And she got killed. Not sure how she got killed actually, but I definitely remember her being killed. Nice red alien lady. Black Rain JSA. For some reason he's clobbering Dr. Fate. Hello. Is he responsible for all of them being on the floor like that? That massive mace that he uses is not really conducive to knocking people out, though, is it? It's conducive to crushing people's skulls and leaving them dead. It's not really a bonk, oh, I'm going to fall asleep for a few minutes kind of thing. It's like, I'm dead, brain damage forevermore, blood on the wings. Okay, has she been turned into a vampire? Oh, she's got a bite on her neck and she's got her teeth. Teeth are out for the boys. Yeah. Is this another thing? Sure, I used to get this from... I was saying this the other day. Sure, I used to get my comics, from the same comic shop for years. But then I see comics and it's got price labels on it. And I know, what? Price label from a different shop. This is Forbidden Planet in Edinburgh. I'm like, why have I got a comic that's got an Edinburgh price label on it? Right, new team, new direction, new beginnings. So they're together, at least as crime fighting partners anyway. I really need to know what happened to the original Hawkwoman. Love and Death. Yeah, in this one, I'm pretty sure she's called Hawk Girl. as well. I think she's Hawk Girl, because if I'm back now, issue 50, it's no longer Hawkman. This becomes Hawk Girl, I think, for a good few issues. She looks cool in her uniform though. I like her uniform. It does look good. Couldn't see where I'd put the ones that I'd already gone through. Right, number 31 comes in its own bulk. It's got a Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow thing with it. So, disease control. Ooh. There's the COVID coming for you guys. Make sure you've got your jabs. Here we go. Atom again. Hawkman and Atom. Death Grip. Who's that artist? Kevin Newham? Not super impressed, but distinctive, I'd say. Distinctive style. Ah. Oh. Right, this first one, starring the Monolith, who was a character who had a little run for a little while. New York Nightmare. Basically a golem. I think he ran for about 15 issues, something like that. I believe that the guy who wrote the Monolith owned the rights or something, and I think he took them with him when DC no longer used him. Sure, I remember reading that from somewhere. Can't remember who it was who had the Monolith. Myth and Mayhem. So this has got Forbidden Planet Edinburgh on it as well. Did I buy these later on off eBay or something? Yeah, I don't remember. I was doing a lot of eBay buying at one point, but I would have thought, I don't know. It's possible. Maybe I bought them all on eBay at one point. Maybe I didn't get these from the comic shop where I lived. I don't know. Speak softly. Never trust your memories, folks, because memory is rubbish. Human beings' memory is terrible. Down among the dead man. Good battle action there. Surrounded by enemies. Sick in the head. There you go. Golden Eagle flies again. Now, I believe Golden Eagle was a Teen Titan at one point, and he got killed. I'm sure he got killed by one of the, what are they called? The Wildebeest. I think Wildebeest killed him. Picked up that issue fairly recently. He was flying along and he got blasted. He was dead. And in one moment, everything changes. You know what I said about that club caving in skulls, not knocking people out? Maybe that's what's happened here, looking at all the blood. He's bonked a fellow on the head a bit too hard, maybe. The final fall of Hawkman. 40. Oh. Did you see that? I'm getting far too involved in looking at my own cover to actually show it to you guys. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I was like, ooh, Kendra's down. Oh, he's got a rope around his neck. Oh, who are these villains? I was thinking to myself, yeah, interesting. Yeah. Off to my dad's today. Man-Hawk Massacre. Yeah, I think there's a Valley of Man-Hawks in there. Wasn't there a Valley of Man-Hawks? There was a guy called Windshear or something like that. I think he was a member. I think at one point he was an adoptive son of Hawkman, I seem to recall. And he was like half bird, half man. And I think that's the Hawkman, the Man-Hawks I'm sure there was like a valley of them, and he was in Infinity Ink. This guy, Who's Who? Is that Golden Eagle? We're going for an all new Hawkman now. Going back to those lovely kind of painted covers, really beautiful tones. It's got a signature, but I couldn't tell you what it says. It's like Colin or something like that. I don't know. Right, Hawkman versus Hawkman. Final fight. I'm going to have to do that for a feature on Cover Slingers one week. Facing off against yourself. Nice. Bold. Flying into action. That is an iconic weapon, the old Morning Star. That's a mace rather than a Morning Star. Morning Star's got a chain connecting the handle and the actual ball. So just a thing like that, I think that would just be a mace, I believe. But it does look good. It looks badass. Get bopped by that, you stay bopped. This means Ranfanagar War. Don't like the Ranians and the Fanagarians being at war, because that means Adam Strange has to fight Hawkman, and Hawkman has to fight Adam Strange. It's not good. After the Ranfanagar War, Destiny. Hello. Has Kendra suddenly fallen in love with him? Yeah, I think so. I believe that's Carter and Kendra making the beast with 4 wings. That's funny in my head. Beyond the Ranfanagar War, Crisis. Oh. It's a good cover. It's a very interesting cover, that one. The coalescing light and the green sky and just the shadow of them both. That's awesome. I like that. Oh, Adam Kubert. Alright, number 50. Hawkman, bye-bye. An all-new, all-different hell for Hawk Girl. And it is Hawk Girl, not Hawk Woman. So I'm pretty sure the original Shara Saunders, I think her name was Shara Saunders? Because it was Shira, wasn't it? It was Shara Hall, wasn't it? Because she was Carter Hall's wife. So Shara Hall, and her real name was Shira Hall, wasn't it? Carter Hall was Hawkman, Shira Hall. Anyway, relics. 1 year later. See, this is the 1 year later thing. So it goes from number 49, Hawkman, and 1 year later, Hawk Girl. And I suppose the old thing would be, where's Hawkman? Now, I quite like the idea that 1 year later, but then a few things were like hinted at, like, oh, a year later, and they'd be saying things like, oh, so-and-so that happened. And he'd be like, oh, and we're going to hear about that, the story about that. And sometimes I don't think he really did. It's like they jumped to a year later, but then I don't know, it felt to me like the premises or what possibly would have made it important or interesting wasn't really explored. Oh. Maybe I don't have to read them again. Because when you're making them up for next issue, you don't necessarily remember what was going on, the intricacies. Chimera kills again. It's a big dust-up cover, isn't it? It's a big close-up of a big... Back from Beyond. And the 1 year later has been taken off already. And it looks like Hawkman may have come back. But Hawk Girl looks a little bit pensive. Dare I say, chagrined. Into the Maw. And maybe this is why she was a bit chagrined, because they seem to be battling it out with each other. And what more is it exactly that he's trying to push her into? I bet that's not really Hawkman. I bet it's someone posing as Hawkman. Weapon of mass destruction. Hello. Loads of metal objects flying out. I wonder if that's Dr. Polaris, maybe. Hawk Girl caged. Interesting angle. Hawk Girl hostage crisis. Okay, we'll get to the last lot of this lot now. I think there's about 60 odd issues in this run. 65 maybe. Here was the last lot. Never-ending battles of the Ranfanagar War. Is the blurb from the cover of this one. Is that Blackfire that she's fighting? I'm pretty sure that's Blackfire, Starfire's sister. I wouldn't be surprised she'd take advantage of any kind of political upheaval or war, even though... oh, what's the name of the planet that they're from? Oh, shit, no. Damn, I can't remember the name of the planet. Tamaran. Yeah. She'd take advantage of any political turmoil, wouldn't she? Right. Any wars to sort of try and further her own aims. Hell Hath Furies. The female Furies, that is, of Apocalypse. Mad Harriet. Oh, you know what? I was bloody well trying to go through this the other day, and there's one I could... Burn the Death, that's it, Burn the Death. I couldn't remember her name, but that looks like the back of Burn the Death there. I'm not too sure who the one with the sword is, or the one in red. These may be one-offs or not the regular Furies. Hello, interesting. Wow. Unfriendly skies. Hawkgirl appears to have turned into a giant robot. Hawkgirl is transformed. When in Gotham. Hawkgirl in Metropolis. She's getting around. Guest star in The Man of Steel. That Walt Simonson art. Don't know. He did the. I reckon he's undercover as well. He's credited there as the interior, and I think that looks like his cover as well. I would say. The final face-off. Yeah, this is the... I'm afraid he never made it on the cover, this guy. This is the guy who's been killing them through the centuries. I'm sure he was only introduced in this run. I don't think he was ever mentioned before. I can't remember, is it like Amon Ra or something like that? I think he's called. Kendra Saunders. Ooh, I say. What the heck is that? Oh. Yeah, it's not gonna... Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, guys. Trying to find out the name of that villain, but it wouldn't show me. Right, then the end of Hawkgirl, issue number 66. She's fighting with giant mummies. No idea what happened to Hawkman in that run. In that 1 year later. They're flying off into the sun at the end anyway. Yeah. They're holding hands. And she seems to be into him now. So that's nice. That's a happy ending. What is the name of that bloody villain? No, it's not going to tell me. Half set. That's the bug who's been killing them for the millennia. Okay, cheers for tuning in. I shall be going now. Sorry to have kept you with my meanderings. Until next time, have a great amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.